there is a line in the Bible that says, "The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God." And sometimes I think we read that line and we think, oh, this just means like atheists are dumb. Like it means it's dumb to be an atheist or something. And okay, fair enough. But I actually think the line goes much, much deeper than that. I think what that line means is if you tell yourself that you have no God, if you tell yourself you don't worship, that you have no religion, then you have made yourself into a fool. You've fooled yourself by telling yourself that you don't have a religion, that there's such a thing as atheism. There's actually no such thing as atheism. There's just different forms of worship, and there's people who worship different things. Every one of us who wakes up in the morning gets out of bed for a reason. We do things because we think such and such a thing is good, because we have some aim or goal. And what that means is that somewhere in the back of our minds or in the front of our minds, there is a highest good, something that demands our allegiance, that we submit to, whose demands we wish to obey. And what the Bible really, I think, illustrates about demon worship, idol worship, which is all kind of under the umbrella of Satanism, is that people who are engaged in this kind of worship or this kind of ritual often don't know that they're doing it. In fact, one of the central kind of identifiers of idol worship is blindness about yourself, not knowing that you're doing what you're doing. And that is what I think we are observing in all of these pictures that you're showing. It's not that, people think that conservatives were Bible thumpers and we believe in the secret cabal of evil Satanists that are getting together in their satanic temple. And for all I know, that may be happening somewhere, but that's really not striking to the heart of what we're looking at here. People who worship powers other than God don't know that they're doing it most of the time. And so when Sam Smith gets up there at the Grammys and he puts on his little red hat and he says, "I'm doing something unholy," he's professing, he's demonstrating in his art what he places highest, sex, pleasure, whatever you want to call it. Anything that you put into that slot of the highest good besides God is going to betray you and make you a fool. We can't talk about or understand these things without making reference to religion and to worship. This is why in the book I talk about the crisis of religion. It's not because we've lost our religion. It's because we've put our faith in something other than God. And the way back is to read the great texts and understand that there's actually only one thing that's worthy of being put in that position, worthy of really being worshipped. So, call me a Bible thumper or whatever, but it's not as if I'm saying these guys are, rubbing their hands trying to do evil. It's that the people who say to themselves that they aren't religious are the most religious people of all.
Right, which I think is kind of striking when you think about our culture, because it means that there
Yeah.
are a lot of people who are unwittingly complicit in Satanism because they've put these unholy things on a pedestal in the place of God.